The return of students to schools and colleges in England on March the 8th is justified by the latest medical data, and what's called a robust COVID testing regime will be part of the plan. That was the assurance given to parents and pupils by Gavin Williamson, the Education Secretary, who also addressed the fact that students have missed so much work this year. So he announced an extra £400 million on top of £300 million announced last month for what's being billed as a catch-up programme. So let's have a look at the figures. Out of that sum, £302 million will be for primary and secondary schools to spend on their most disadvantaged pupils. Another £200 million is for expanded tutoring programmes, and £200 million will be set aside for extra face-to-face summer schools for some secondary pupils. Our education editor, Branwen Jeffreys, has been assessing the challenge in 2 schools in the West Midlands.
Are we ready? What's our first sound? Oi! Oi! Nice and loud. Oi!
A haven for children as families struggle on. At this school, almost half the pupils qualify for extra funding, but this crucial start to learning has been badly disrupted.
A 3-year-old has had 1 year of their life mainly in the home, and to try and develop language from that, we need them to get out and about and experience it. We can make plans for a 6-week summer holiday, we can add enrichment with some of the money that they've said, but to get high quality staff and high quality experiences for those children, we need to make it a longer term commitment.
Tonight, the Education Secretary said if children need help, they'll get it.
Is that a promise that parents can hold you to?
Schools have always delivered for all children right across the country, and the reason that we've given such a broad range of tools for schools to be able to bring to bear to help children, we'd hope that that would be able to meet the needs of all children, whatever their background.
For the very youngest children, it's not so much about loss of learning, but about all those many milestones in independence that school helps them develop. Being able to sit quietly and listen, the social skills they need to communicate.
Mums Stacey and Claire are most worried about the emotional impact.
He does sometimes get scared to go out. He'll be like, but what if we die, mummy? And he wants to wear a mask.
I really want him to be able to catch up and be where he is on the basic skills. And then mostly I think it's more important for the social side. He just wants to see his friends. I really worry about their confidence levels.
Everything wasn't basically focused around money.
Year 11 pupils at this school are already getting tutoring. There's a bit more money today for this kind of help.
It's really valuable, yeah, because I just don't feel panic when I don't get stuff in class, because I can always go back to them and they'll help me.
In a big classroom, everyone has different strengths and weaknesses, whereas in one-to-one tutoring, I'm able to go over things that I specifically struggle in.
Today's money adds up to around £22,000 for a secondary school like this. It's a bit less than a starting teacher's salary for 1 year. And to put it into context, the budget for this school for a year is more than £6 million.
Still, here they say it's extra for their summer school for new pupils.
Those year 6s have missed out a big chunk of preparation work they'd have been doing in their primary schools, and so now it's not just what is already a very difficult moment of transition, but we've got a much bigger picture and a lot more children that will not be necessarily quite as ready as we would like.
For schools, the next big job will be GCSE and A-level grades. Since exams were cancelled in January, teenagers have been waiting anxiously. More detail on what will be used to work out grades is expected tomorrow. Branwen Jeffreys, BBC News.